The Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 2 new features specifically to give you more ways to play with friends. Today, I'm joined by one of my friends, or at least one of my colleagues. And we're going to try out GameShare and GameChat. Now, Hamish, this is actually your first time with the Switch 2, right?
Yep, so my first time using the console was setting it up upstairs before this video. There's a lot of stuff I really like about it. The detachable Joy-Cons, the sort of switch to take them off, but the more rigid connection is really awesome. But actually this USB-C port on the top is like so much more useful than I thought it would be. And it makes me wish that the Switch original had shipped with it, because it's just so great. You can have it on the kickstand like this and be charging it at the same time.
Now, we're going to be trying out GameShare first today, and we're actually going to be using a game from the original Switch to test that out.
Okay.
Primarily because there's actually not an awful lot of games out yet on the Switch. But let's see how it does with Mario Odyssey. All right, so I've loaded up Mario Odyssey on my Switch, and I'm going to go to resume 2 players, and then GameShare plus local play. So now, Hamish, on your Switch, if you can navigate on the menu toolbar to the GameShare button, it's that blue one with the 2 lines in it.
Okay.
Gotcha. Hit that, and it says waiting for users on my screen.
Join GameShare, and then I'm gonna go for a local user. Gonna hit select myself as the player for this. And then I'm currently searching for a session.
All right.
I see Josie.
That's me.
That's you. Okay, let's hit join.
Nice. And it says on my screen now that I just have to start the game session. All right, we're in.
Okay, collect power moons.
Amazing. So now we can run it. Let's go. Now, obviously, Mario Kart Odyssey isn't the most fleshed out multiplayer experience. There's not loads available at launch, but we will be trying out Mario Kart World in a little bit to play some of the game chat features. And it's quite nice as well, because as you can see right now, Hamish and I are playing in 2 different modes. So I'm doing handheld mode, he's doing tabletop mode. It just gives you the flexibility if you're playing on separate consoles to actually play the way you want to, which is quite cool.
This is a good experience for being able to just have one game bought, particularly if you're, in a family where you might have 2 kids, both have Switches, but do you want to give them both like the same 2-player game? Probably not.
Not particularly. It's a nice feature. I like it a lot. Shall we try Game Chat next then?
Okay, let's try this.
Let's give it a go. So now we're going to move on to trying Game Chat. So you will need your smartphone available for this, which you've got there on the table, with the Nintendo Switch app already downloaded. So if you head into Mario Kart World for me, and then press the exciting new C button on your Joy-Con.
Boot up the game. Welcome to Game Chat. Let's get everything set up and ready to go.
Exciting.
About Game Chat. Game Chat is a Nintendo Switch 2 feature that lets you chat with friends while playing. Okay. It's free until the end of the month. I assume that's to sort of promote the new feature.
Oh, it's actually until March 2026.
Oh!
I got confused the first time I saw it, so I thought it said March 26th, but it's March 2026.
Okay,
it's free
also it's past March, so that makes it's not the end of the month. I just sort of like, it's like a month-long trial.
It was just still living in the month of the announcement of the Switch 2.
Yeah, okay.
Right, so you just got to watch this data processing statement then.
Oh, I've got to read through the whole thing?
I mean, yes.
Scroll to the very bottom.
It's very important.
Cool. Consent to the data processing. Game chat is only possible with friends you've approved. Please choose chat approval settings for each friend. Well, this is going to be easy because I've only got one friend, and that's Josie. Okay, so this is good. What a sad state of affairs. Only one friend.
But that one friend is me, so it's S tier. That's what you're supposed to say.
Yeah, that's finally all set up. In fairness, it wasn't too difficult a process. It's just, if you've got everything sorted, shouldn't be too challenging for anyone.
Yeah.
And now I've got the option to create chat or start a chat list. So I'm going to start a chat.
Nice.
Add Josie and send you an invite to see if that works. So now I can see that, it's currently made my screen a little bit smaller, and it's got the sort of Discord-like chat along the bottom.
Right, so all I have to do is head to my page, my user page, and then go to invitations, and I can see here that TechRadar has invited me to play some games. So if I join the chat,
joined. Oh, there you are. I can see Josie on the screen as well.
Amazing. So obviously we're in the same room together. We're not going to turn on the speakers and hear the infinite echo of each other's voices, but really easy to use.
Pretty easy to do. I think the only negative I can see is it has made the game screen on this handheld mode a lot smaller. It's still playable. It's sort of, you know, kind of phone screen size, but this definitely seems like a feature that's going to be best when the Switch is in docked mode. It's on a much larger TV, and so losing space to have the chat at the bottom isn't going to be as impactful.
So if you head to the settings in your game chat, you can actually expand the main screen or go full screen mode, which keeps you in the chat, but I think it just removes all of the heads-up displays.
That's definitely a lot more ideal.
Yeah.
I've also seen that I can share my screen with you, so shall I try and do that?
Give it a go.
Share game screen.
If I click into his share screen, I can see everything he's doing pretty much in real time. I'd say there's like a
I'm going to try
1 second.
and play Mario Kart through the game screen share.
Okay.
And see, so I'll maybe just
I like
turn
this.
that around.
And let me pop this
So I
in
can't
tabletop
see
mode.
it. And I'm going to see if there's enough latency that I can not crash. This is not normally my Mario Kart ability, I promise. Okay.
X'd out.
I also have I've even got the assist driving on, and it's just not helping.
I did play with Smart Assist last night, and it is very, very kind.
This is very challenging. So definitely not the sort of latency you want if you're actually going to be racing.
Yeah.
But, you know, you can at least follow along with what I'm doing. Could maybe be helpful for something like Legend of Zelda, where you're trying to show one of your friends how to do a particularly difficult puzzle. They can have their game open at the same time as seeing what you're doing on your console.
I just like the idea of just showing my Animal Crossing island to literally anyone who will see it. That's my goal. Right, so I think it's time for us to play a little bit of Mario Kart.
Okay, you're on, Josie.
Let's go. Right, that's about all the time we have to play games instead of working today.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah, unfortunately. But how did you find your first time with the Switch, and what did you think of the friend features?
I mean, the friend features are really awesome. I can definitely see it being a good way not only to share games with your friends, but within your family, because, you know, you might not want to buy multiple copies of Mario Odyssey and other titles to share around. And yeah, it was a really awesome way to sort of expand your library without having to just shell out on every game that comes out.
There are also Nintendo Switch 2 cameras available. You can check out the price on screen, and we've got links in the description below for all of the kit we've used today. That's all we've got time for though, so we'll catch you in the next video. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel because we've got lots of Nintendo Switch 2 content coming out soon. See you soon.
Bye.